I don't want to go wide to the point that I still want my knee over my heels. That's how, if we just practice that move. Otherwise, we are going to go into that curtsy and come on, pull down and swing up, pull down, control up. Your hair looks cute like that. Oh my gosh, pull the sides up. That's kind of cute. Well, let's get started. We better at least start warming up. It's right after. Just moving, that's all. Squeezing that glute, always remembering. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Push up your hands a little bit. Get that chest activated. Let's reach out and out. Pushing those shoulders down. Pulling that belly in. Embracing it. Down. 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 Get those hamstrings fired a little bit. Bending at that knee. The hard part that I see, people will have a really hard time keeping that knee back when they bend that leg. They always want to bring the knee forward. But it really fires that hamstring, keeping that knee back behind you. Yeah. And then working on that. Well, let's add that little bit of a row. Still keeping that belly engaged. With this is a squat and up and overhead press. So don't keep that too hard for you. Yeah, and I don't want it behind you either. Yeah, we're trying to get our head on. There they are. I hear you. I hear y'all. I heard a doorbell. Did you hear it? We don't see them, but we hear them. Okay, so today we need the band, the loop, the weights, and cans. This is a combo. I'm going to do it for a minute. Hinge, row, up by curl. Hinge, row, push up by curl. Keep that weight in the heels. Hinge, row, by curl. Yeah, that loop over your right shoulder. Your hand more resistantly on than I do. And then your left hand is going to come over to the right. There he is. Found the right link. Those links, I'll tell you. And now it's going to be pushing down and down and down. And then I'm adding a leg. So there's a little balance there going on. Yep. Tricep press and turn sideways so I can see you up a little bit. Just kind of stepping side to side. Just get you might already be warmed up. Look at that deadlift of hers bending over. That actually looks, yeah, but it actually looks pretty good. This is a pick them up and set them down. I'm going to go wide. I don't want to go wide to the point that I still want my knee over my heels. That's how, if we just practice that move, I'm not way out here with my heels out from outside where I can underneath my knee where I can really push up through that heel. So we're taking these weights, we're going to drop them all the way to the ground, come up, heel lift, and drop down. Then we're going to pick them up, and then set them down, heel lift. So watch how these look. Pick them up. Sometimes when we're in the studio, I'll put a step down there for you to lay them on, especially those of you that have the knee limitation. But it looks good. How's it going? Really making you reach low. Everything's so different without being in the studio, but everybody makes do. If anything, I think we give leaving a little bit more of a workout sometimes. The exercises are back to back. Cardio. Another client came up with this one. It's the Rockettes. Make sure when you turn, you're not twisting that knee, depending on what kind of surface you're on. And you can make this purposeful. Lift that knee and kick. Lift that knee and kick. Lift and kick. Lift and kick. I'm going into a squat. Going into that squat. And up, overhead. I don't mind even straight up overhead is okay, but just not behind you. I want that band in front. Yeah, I want that band in front. And so you can also just come out a little to the sides right here, or even just up to that uppercut, right there to the uppercut. Or out to the side to goal post, even the goal post, and not high in the goal post. I kind of like that better. It's working the same muscle. Squat and just a little bit up to goal post. Where those arms were just a whole minute. Let me make sure I got a minute set. I do. So it is a hinge. I'm going to watch for those hinges. I may even make you turn sideways. Hinge, a row, pulling back for that row, coming up, and a bike curl. Hinge, row, up, bike curl. Hinge, row, up, bike curl. Hinge, row, drop down, up, bike curl. Next, I want you to focus on that weight staying in your heels. Row, up, bike curl. Feeling that belly engaged. Just a little bit engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Three combo movements there. Looking for this movement, just right through the base of that palm, and out, and out. You can even grab that band there a little bit. I'm trying not to flex my wrist too much. Still pushing through. Taking that leg, getting some balance here. Getting some balance. Looks really good. Nice. Bending that elbow. You should really feel that tricep, the back of that arm fire. Was that long enough? Should we go another few seconds? Is everybody too fatigued? So, hinge, row, up, hinge, row, up, belly is engaged. Weight in those heels. Weight stays in the heels. The first level is a split squat here. See if you can see that. Yep, split squat here. Starting high and pulling low. Dropping that knee down and up. Down and up. Second level would be starting up here, dropping back into a reverse lunge and across. Reverse lunge and across. And what I really want to go with this is a curtsy. I'm really looking for the curtsy, but it isn't always possible to cross over. Or you can stay in that curtsy. You know, it can be down and up and stay in that curtsy. Otherwise, we are going to go into that curtsy and come on, pull down and swing up, pull down, control up. So we did this one earlier. So now I'm going to do the pulling back down. So this is like when we're attached to the wall up here and we're pulling down like this rotator cuff. So you're the wall and this is the wall. And down. So notice that it's a perfect angle here. You can keep that elbow straight and pull down, and that thumb rotates back and back and alternating. Oops. There it is. Use that heel, kicking that heel. If it's difficult to balance here, you can just really kick that toe. Or raise it up. And kick. And take your feet. There she is. Okay, I was just curious. That's the main thing. I got a little bit better camera, so, and swing. I say swinging, but it really is a purposeful chopping down. It's not swinging, it's powerful. And for the other leg, coming over to the opposite side. Exactly start with both weights. I'm going to use cans. And dropping those. Start here, dropping one can down to one side and back up. One can down to the other side and back up. One can down to one side and back up. So you should be getting a little bit of core. You want to lean back a little further if you can. Maybe that beach towel needs to be under your back. Or you can stay up and get that rotation as well. If you're sitting up, you may even be able to rotate a little bit further back. A little bit further back. If you're sitting up, you can still feel it in your core. Absolutely can. I am ready to walk. 15 seconds left. In. Down. In. Now roll back. All the way back. Both cans are to the ceiling. Hands are to the ceiling. One knee comes up in the tabletop, other knee in the tabletop. Feel your neutral spine here. Feel that belly bracing, getting ready in that neutral spine. Now we're going to take one leg out. Let's take your left leg out along the ground. Well, you can watch me, but I'll try to cue it as well. One leg out across the ground, other arm back, and the other knee stays in the tabletop. And then back up to center. Other leg's wrong. One knee stays in tabletop, weight comes down and up. Down and up. Down. I'll tell you what wants to happen is that knee that's in tabletop wants to do something. But where I'm going with this one is reaching across, opening that chest and tapping with that heel and up. That heel and up. That heel and up. Or when I wonder how it is to actually cross over to the opposite heel. So your body is coming back, your head is coming back, your shoulder is coming back, really opening. And you may be able to do it standing if you don't lose hips. Out. Those hips. And alignment so we're not bending forward, pushing through those hips, but at the same time, not overloading the low back. So you may just come back to the same heel, or if you really want to try, you can come back and reach to the opposite heel. You have to rotate a little bit further and work around a little bit further, and you cross up in tabletop. One heel is gliding along the floor. That can is coming down along that heel. Other arm is going overhead, back to center. Long that heel. And back to center. Reaching long and back to center. Reaching long and back to center. Reaching long. Coming up. Weights right here. Then go back. Tap. Oh, just tap to the side up. Tap to the side up. Tap up. Tap up. All about opening that chest. Opening that chest. Opening. Rotating, opening, love that rotation. Tapping, lifting, punch, punch. Tap, lift, punch, punch. Tap, lift. Alternating that first punch. All right, loop. This loop is going to be looped around your ankles. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get interlocked without hooking up to the wall. To the door, it would be. There we go. It is. This is around my ankles. See if you can see that. A little closer. Right there. Oh yeah, there. There you can see it. Around the ankles right there. Okay, now we're gonna lay on our sides. This one, I just know, if anybody wants to borrow any mats, let me know. And now I tried a couple of things here. So I tried taking and everybody in the earlier class liked the top leg going back, and I'm going to try both of them. So this top leg is anchoring. The top leg is anchoring in front. This back leg, I'm keeping it back in line with the rest of my body and lifting and lifting and lifting. get my inner thigh. Where I'm really feeling it is right up on the front of the inner thigh. But I am feeling it, especially if I'm pushing back and lifting at the same time. So this time, taking the top leg back for your anchor, and the front leg, I don't care if this comes out in front of you now, and lifting, I'm getting a cramp in my hamstring, and lifting. This one, everybody thought was a little more comfortable, and they thought that it was hitting more of the center of that inner, putting the loop around the foot, and oh yeah, don't let that come off your foot. Make sure that it's either around the arch of your foot, especially if you're barefoot. And then pulling it towards you, there's your stretch right there. Works pretty well. If we don't have a belt or something, the loop works well. I think it works better than the flat bands, actually. All right, and when you're ready, you can take it out to the side. It just pulls automatically up. You almost don't have to do anything. That's interesting, isn't it? It's like you don't have to pull on it. It just comes by itself. Pretty nice. So inhale, exhale. We're going to take it across the body, changing hands on that loop. You can take the opposite hand out to the side and look toward that side of the room. Still, that band really pulls. Works well. Inhale and exhale. Okay, pulling that towards you. And relaxing into that as much as you can. Relaxing the neck, relaxing those shoulders. We work all that upper right shoulder rotators. Inhale, dropping everything into the ground. It's okay to bend your knee a little. There it is. Just really feeling a stretch through that side. Or you can take the ankle over the knee too. We do that stretch like that too. Nice. Roll up, go ahead and roll up, pull all the way up. And then I want you to take your hands and your elbows, your arms, whatever, and wrap them around the back of your thighs and pull your chest into those thighs, whatever you need to do, however much you need to bend your knees. And this is a little back stretch, and pulling those shoulders down still. And you can, as you're breathing and feeling your back stretch, you can walk your feet out slowly, but I still want you to keep that chest up against those upper thighs. And you can roll your shoulders, your neck. Just kind of opening that back a little bit. Twisting, however you want to twist. But being against your thighs like this really protects that back. It's not just dangling there. All right, you did it. Okay, have a good weekend. Have a good Easter. Celebrate somehow. All right, thank you.